This is a very interesting question to me because personally I have gone through many phases of that in my life as well. And in my personal experience also have impacted almost like 6,500 direct interviews, I've conducted to students face to face. This is a very, very challenging, scenario because the need for differentiation is there. The need for uniqueness is there in this question. Okay, so let's understand the question first. The question is introduce yourself. That's it. Or tell me about yourself. You know, if you actually divulge the question and see, it actually talks about tell me about yourself. Okay, what I see in most of the scenario or what I have experienced in most of the scenario is a Xerox copy of an Aadhaar card or a ration card is being explained to me as introduction of self. Okay, the first thing is if you don't do that itself, okay, that's the biggest creativity and that's the biggest uniqueness. Okay, people generally do that, so don't do that. Okay, and that's the first thing. Second, then what is this self all about? Okay, and what is this self all about which is not there in the CV? Okay, you know what they are expecting us introducing yourself is they wanted to talk about an individual's personality, what kind of a person you are, what is that softer aspects in which you are strong about. Okay, things could be like, are you a self-motivated person, are you a dynamic person, are you an energetic person? These are the things which are the softer parameters or the personality types which they wanted to talk about. Why they wanted to talk about? Because it's an enabler in one way for you, because the moment you talk about these personalities, you are inviting and influencing the interviewer to ask questions in the area that you wanted them to ask. So in that case, it is almost like a question paper out for you, right? You go and tell that. So just for an example, if I have to say, if I have to introduce myself, my name is Prabhu Swaminathan. I'm dynamic, enthusiastic, and self-motivated person. That's it. You don't have to talk about, my dad, my father, my grandfather, my sister, and my location, and all those things is there in the CV, and Aadhaar card is more enough in this digital era, right? This is what is self all about. And third most important thing is, what is that brand you? We all know what is a brand. Every brand has a punchline. Okay, so what is your punchline? What is your tagline? What do you mean? What does Prabhu Swaminathan stand for? Okay, you can probably, after defining your personality, you can have a tagline for yourself. If somebody asks me, this is how my introduction would be. My name is Prabhu Swaminathan, so and so, all right? And I'm dynamic, enthusiastic, and self-motivated person. And I live to love and love to live. That's it. And this is how you can make a uniqueness. Now what happens to the interviewer is, okay, Prabhu, you said you are dynamic. Prabhu, you said you are self-motivated. Prabhu, you said you are energetic. Can you give me demonstrations of situations? And from there, the interview goes on. All right? And what you do is you just give a reciprocation of what is there in the Xerox card and, the other card and whatever it is. Then again, the interviewer goes back to the CV to pick points to ask questions. My simplest way would be your introduction should be in the format of a question paper out, so that the interviewer takes the next question from your introduction. That's the success mantra of even cracking the interview.